The world was eerily quiet. Cars sat on highways, doors flung open as if their occupants had vanished. Uneaten meals lay on tables. Toys lay scattered in empty rooms. The silence was deafening. This was the world after the rapture. The believers in Jesus Christ were gone, called to heaven in the blink of an eye. Left behind were the rest. The ones who did not believe in Jesus. The lost. Those who now faced a world plunged into chaos. The wind whispered through the trees, a constant reminder of the emptiness that had befallen mankind. The sun beat down from a cloudless sky, but it offered no warmth, only a harsh glare upon a world stripped bare.
His wife, his children gone, where were they? Raptured.
Alex, a hardened soldier, scanned the empty streets, his face a mask of grief and confusion. He clutched the dog tags around his neck, a physical reminder of his service to the country, and faith introduced to him at the weekly chapel services he attended with his friends. However, he chose not to believe because he did not want to give up his sinful lifestyle.
What now?
Emily, a young nurse, wandered through the deserted hospital. The silence was deafening, broken only by the beep of abandoned monitors. She had always questioned faith, never chose the certainty that others seemed to possess. Now, faced with the unimaginable, she felt a profound sense of loneliness. Fear was a constant companion. Fear of the unknown, fear of the future, fear of being alone. It lurked in the shadows, whispered in the wind, and gnawed at the edges of their sanity. The world had become a dangerous place, full of desperate people willing to do anything to survive. Whispers of those left behind spread like wildfire. Some spoke of demonic forces at work, of a coming darkness that would consume all. Others clung to the hope of a second chance, a way to redeem themselves and join their loved ones in heaven.
A blood-curdling scream shattered the silence.
Alex and I, drawn together by instinct, found ourselves fleeing a mob.
Their pursuers, eyes glazed with fanaticism, were driven by a desperate need to cleanse the world of the unworthy. They ran through deserted streets, their lungs burning, hearts pounding in their chests. The world spun around them, a blur of shadows and light. Alex, relying on his training, guided them through the maze of alleyways, seeking refuge in the darkness. They found shelter in an abandoned church, its stained glass windows shattered, hymnals scattered across the floor. In the stillness they allowed themselves a moment of shared grief, of fear, of the overwhelming sense of loss that threatened to consume them. As days turned into nights, they found solace in each other's company.
I, hardened by my military past, found myself drawn to Emily's quiet strength.
Their sanctuary was shattered when a group of raiders stormed the church. Armed and dangerous, they were led by a charismatic figure who preached a gospel of hate and despair. Alex and Emily, vastly outnumbered, found themselves fighting for their lives.
My military training took over, using my skills to protect Emily.
But it was Emily, her faith ignited in the face of danger, who found the courage to confront their attackers.
My words, filled with a newfound conviction, resonated through the shattered halls of the church.
The raiders, their hate momentarily eclipsed by Emily's words, hesitated. It was a moment of grace, a flicker of hope in the darkness. Seizing the opportunity, Alex and Emily made their escape, disappearing into the labyrinthine streets of the city. As they fled, they knew their journey was far from over. The world was still a dangerous place, filled with uncertainty and despair, but they also knew they were not alone.
We had God in each other.
And we had a newfound purpose, to have faith in the God of the Bible, the God of our parents taught to us as children, but we did not believe until now, and to bring hope to a world shrouded in darkness.